Yo, what's up guys, it's Ryan. Today I'm going to do a quick video on my guitar mix template. This is what I use when I want to start writing a track. I just drag it in and then all of my settings and compressors and everything are just good to go and ready to start writing. So just to make sure you're interested, if this is what it sounds like. And that was just something I recorded like 3 seconds before I started this video, just to show how it sounds clean. I've got two sort of versions of this, which is why you see this track back here. This is just kind of the default version, which I'll go over first, and the other one is Ambient guitars, because it's a little different. So for this, I run straight from my guitar into my pedal board, and then into my Focusrite 2i2, and then it comes straight into here, and then the rest is software. So the amp and the mix is all software. The rest is pedals and whatever. So for the amp, I use S-Gear 2, which comes with the Steven Slate Everything bundle, and it's great. I love it for what it is. It's one of the best software amps I've ever tried, and I'll probably stick with it for forever until I get a Kemper eventually. So I like it. I run an American Clean, the American Clean preset, which is preset number 0. With these settings: 3.8 gain, 7.6 lead drive, 5 bass, 7 middle, 7.2 treble. Speed and intensity don't matter because it's the tremolo. Amp drive 4.4 and 7.2 level. I've got a noise gate sometimes on. If I'm recording drive parts, I always turn the noise gate on because it gets noisy really fast. I've got this. This is just everything's default from the American Clean preset with this and this, and that's all there is to that. Without anything on it, the guitar sounds like this. Kind of stupid, but if you add in the amp, all of a sudden it sounds like a real guitar. And then in this virtual mix track right here, I've got just 2 modules. This one is a slight treble boost to add in some like high end. So without. And if you kind of hear a little bit of grit and breaking up in the amp because of it, and by itself it kind of sounds a little weird, but as soon as you throw it behind like some drums and like other guitars and stuff, it really helps it cut through and actually be heard. It can get buried very easily if it's just straight clean, and obviously there's a time and place, but for the most part, this is what I use to make sure it's actually being heard over the drums. And then on top of that, I've just got this compressor right here, and as you can see by the gain reduction meter, it's not working too hard. So, and that's literally it for like just normal guitars. But ambient guitars are kind of a different beast. This is a song I'm working on right now. It sounds something like this. So with ambient guitars, you're kind of like the stereo image is super important in an ambient sort of musical style. If you just listen to like ambient stuff mono, it sounds kind of dumb. It's all about the atmosphere and the thing you're trying to create. But when you're recording the track in mono, it gets kind of interesting to fix. So what I do for those guitars, or these guitars right here, is I have my regular S gear and virtual mix rack. But then right after it, I have just a little bit of reverb with the size pretty cranked. So if you listen to this right here, it has, like, it's panned pretty hard, right? But you can hear it kind of spilling into the left ear, and that's because of this reverb. If we turn it off, then there's just not as much stereo to it. So for all of the ambient guitars, they have their own instance of reverb. This one has a little bit extra just because it's more of a textural thing, I guess, and it's just kind of spinning around. So yeah, and that's what I do to add a little bit of stereo imaging to the ambient guitars, and it's just one extra step on top of what I'm already doing. In case you're wondering, the reverb that's on those guitars and the delay that's on those guitars are coming from the Strymon, Big Sky, and Timeline, and the tremolo from the Mobius. So that's why you don't see any like crazy Valhalla room patches going on in this. But yeah, that's how, or those are my guitar mix presets and how I do that 100% software without breaking the bank on hardware gear, I guess. If you got any questions about anything, let me know in the comments. I'd be more than happy to answer them. I hope you learned something. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.